And begin to follow the rise and fall of the breath. With each inhalation, think about inhaling the new positive energy that the new year brings. And as you exhale, exhale out all of everything that you no longer need. So inhale, take in all of the new, fresh energy, and exhale anything that no longer serves you. And then begin to deepen your breath. And take a few long, slow, deep inhalations. And long, slow, complete exhalations. With each inhalation, feel the broadness and expansiveness in the front of the body. And with each exhalation, allow the back body to descend. With each exhale, see if you can allow the back body and the muscles to just release and let go. And then let your hands rest at the center of your body. And just notice the weight of your hands, how they're placed on the body. Are your fingers touching? Are they interlaced slightly? Just notice. And then as you breathe, breathe into your hands. See if when you're breathing, you can breathe not only front to back, but side to side as well. And then just release your arms down and let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. And then if your knees are bent, that's fine, or they can be extended out, whichever feels most comfortable for you. But lift your hips up and slide the buttock flesh down towards your heels. And then interlace your hands and bring them to the back of your head. And then take your thumbs to the base of your skull. And gently lift the skull skin up towards the crown of your head and dip your chin down towards your chest, elongating the cervical spine. And then as you place your head down, place from the bottom to the top, keeping the chin turned down towards your chest. And then take your blocks and bring your blocks next to your hips. And just let your hands rest on the blocks for a moment. And gently press your hands into the blocks and feel the action in your shoulders. And release. And press the hands into the blocks. Feel the shoulder blades move towards one another. And release. And one more time, press the hands into the blocks. And release. And then bring your hands to the backs of your blocks and press the left hand down and move the block away. So draw your shoulders away from your ears. And then do the same with the right hand. And just pause here for a moment. Keep the shoulders rounded back and down. And check the chin again to make sure it hasn't popped up. And then bring your blocks up so that they're right, so that your elbows, when you place your elbows on the blocks, they're even with your shoulders. And then gently press or take your hands back towards the floor. Take your fingertips back towards the floor. So in this position, you'll feel an opening in the chest and maybe an opening in the pectoralis muscles. And then bring your hands back down to the mat. Check once again the chin and the buttock flesh. And then reach your arms up and take them all the way behind you. Stretch through your fingertips. If your knees are bent, extend your legs and reach through your fingertips. Press the heels into the mat. And then release. Inhale, take your arms up. Reach them all the way behind you. Press through the balls of your feet. Feel the legs engage. And then bring your arms down by your sides. And one more time, take the arms up. Reach all the way behind you. Press through the soles of your feet. Engage the legs. And then bring your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Make sure you can see the backs of your hands. And then open and close your hands. And then hide your thumbs underneath your fingers. Make some circles with your wrists. And pause and then go the other way. And pause and then wave your hands up and down. Bring your palms together. Interlace your fingers. Reach the knuckles up, but relax your shoulders and turn the palms up to the ceiling. And then take your folded hands behind you. Press through the palms, press through the soles of your feet. And as you press through the soles of your feet, gently press the heels into the mat. Release the interlace of your fingers and wiggle your fingers. And bring your arms up to the ceiling with the palms facing one another. Shrug your shoulders up and place them down. Shrug them up and place them down. And shrug the shoulders up and place them down. Hold on to opposite elbows, take them behind you. And just for a moment, bring your ankles together and take a moment to scan your body. Note any place that's holding tension, and as you exhale, use the energy of the breath to help release the tension. And now bring your arms up and let them hover above your ribs. Slide your arms to the left and gaze to the right. And then slide your arms right, gaze left. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Take them behind you. Refold the arms with the other forearm in front. And once again, take a minute just to notice what's touching the mat. And then bring the arms up. Slide your arms to the right, gaze to the left. And then arms to the left, gaze to the right. Reach your arms up and all the way behind you. Stretch through the fingertips and the heels. And then exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. With your feet about hip distance apart, scrunch and spread your toes. And point and flex. And then pause and point your right foot, flex the left. Point the left, flex the right. And switch, 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 and switch. And then make some circles with your ankles. Go in the opposite direction than what you usually go. And then pause and go the other way. Bring your big toes together and point the toes away. Do a little pelvic tilt. And then release the pelvic tilt. And then let's just windshield wipe the feet. Slide your heels and tap the backs of your legs. Get some action in the backs of your legs. And then bend your knees and sit up. And you can stay facing the direction that you're in. And as you sit in Dandasana, just look at your feet. Make sure your toes are pointed to the ceiling with a gentle press through the balls of your feet. And then just come forward, any amount. We're just going to work to loosen up the lower back a little bit. And then bend your knees. And again, you can either take the feet off the floor, keep the heels on the mat, or you can put the foot flat, whichever is most comfortable for you. So, and then reach through and lower your head so that you round your back. And then extend your legs and come forward. So with each time we do this, you might notice that you can come a little bit further forward as we loosen up the back muscles. Bend the knees and come forward. And then straighten your legs, hinge forward. And then come back up, bend the knees, reach through. Straighten your legs and come forward. And then walk yourself up. Take your legs as wide as your blanket or your mat. Bring your hands forward, tent your fingers. And as you tent the fingers, press into the floor, lift up your chest. And as you press into the floor and lift your chest, draw the back ribs forward. And then walk yourself back up. Cross your right leg in and then your left. And slide your hands forward. You might feel this in your right hip. And then walk yourself up. Change the cross of your legs. And once again, come forward. This time you may feel it in your left hip, but I feel it in both right now. And walk yourself up. Bring your feet out in front of you and just rock your knees from side to side. And then if you have a bolster, take your bolster to the top of your mat. And use a little something that's not too thick for your head. And then come on back down onto your back and we'll do some more stretches. So once you're down on your back again, lift the buttocks up, slide the buttock flesh down towards your heels. Elongate the cervical spine by using your hands behind your head, dipping the chin down towards your chest. And then walk your hands down towards your feet so that your shoulders are removed from your ears. And then press your feet into the floor. Press the lower back into the floor by doing a pelvic tilt. And release. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release. And one more time, press the feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release. And bring your knees to your chest and rock them in and out. Keep a space in between your knees. And then hug your knees in, rock from side to side. And then hold on behind your knees, just let your feet be loose. And once again, rock in and out. Take your feet up a little higher, and again, rock the thighs in and out. And then take your feet flat up to the ceiling and thighs to your chest or ribs. Point and flex your feet. So this pointing and flexing of your feet works these muscles, the side muscles on your legs, the peroneal muscles, which I've talked about before. This helps with balance. These muscles help stabilize the knees and help with balance. And make circles with your ankles. We're doing a lot of that here at my house this week and going forward. And then rock a little bit from side to side. And press your legs up. Press gently through the balls of your feet as you press the thighs into your hands. If your knees are bent, just take the legs a little lower. Otherwise, keep the legs nice and straight. Draw them in. And then straighten the legs, draw them in, and straighten the legs. Take them wide, and bring them in close. Take them wide, and bring them in close. One more time, take the legs wide, and bring them in close. And then bring your feet to the floor. Hands by your sides, press your feet into the floor, press the lower back into the floor, and release. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat, and release. And press your feet, press the lower back into the mat, and release. And then draw your right thigh in, rock it in and out. Bring the right knee to the left shoulder, and then right knee to the right shoulder. You can extend the left leg. It's a little easier, I think. And then just make some circles with your right hip. And then pause and go the other way. And then draw the thigh in. Reach your leg up. And then put a slight bend in the knee. And rock your knee in and out. And for those of you who are a little tighter, you can just rock, you can bend and straighten. It will help to loosen up the hamstrings. And then stretch the leg up. And as you stretch your leg up, also think about engaging the quad a little bit. Good. And then bend your knee. Bring the right foot to your left knee. Take your knee over to the left. And extend your right foot out. Bring your foot either to a block or your toe to the floor. It's okay if your shoulder comes up off the mat. Bend your knee. Come back to the center. Extend both legs and arms. Do a pelvic tilt. And then bring your left thigh in close to your chest. Rock it in and out. And bring the left knee to the right shoulder. And then left knee to the left shoulder. And make a few circles with your left hip. And pause, go the other way. And bring your knee into your chest. And then extend the leg up. Put a soft bend in the knee or bend and straighten, whichever feels most comfortable for you. And then press the thigh up, engage the quads. And then bend your knee, bring the arch of your left foot to the right knee, and take your knee over to the right. Extend the left leg, bring the left toe to a block or to the floor. Again, it's okay if your shoulder lifts up off the mat. And then bend the left knee, come back down to your back, extend both legs and arms, reach and stretch. Point the toes, do a pelvic tilt, and feel the engagement here in those deep abdominal muscles. And then exhale, release, bend your knees, and rock the knees in and out. And just rock a little side to side. And then bring your feet to the floor. And take your belt. Or whatever you're using as a belt. And then take your left foot up into the belt. Scoot the belt down towards, whoops, not off your heel, but down towards the back of your heel. And again, if you have a bend in your knee here, you can straighten the leg a little to get it straight, or lower the leg a bit to get it straight. And then just gently draw down on the heel to stretch the front of your ankle. And maybe you feel something a little bit in your shin. And then walk the belt up to the big toe and little toe mounds. And once you're there, draw the toes down towards your face and you feel a big stretch in the back of your leg. So this helps to get to the Achilles tendon and all your calf muscles, the gastroc muscles. And then bring the belt to the middle of your foot. Bend your thigh to your chest and reach the leg up. If your lower back is okay, you can extend the right leg. Otherwise, keep the knee bent. And with your next exhale, take the left leg out to the left side. And if your knee is bent, the right knee goes to the right side. And then come back up to the middle. Take the belt into your right hand. If your knee is bent, take the right knee behind the left thigh. And then all of us take the left leg to the right. Come back up to the middle, bend your thigh to your chest, press your leg up, and then take the right foot into the belt and bring the left leg down. Again, bend it if you need to. And then draw the thigh in towards your chest and reach your leg up. Whoops. Take the belt to the back of your heel. And then draw the heel down and feel the stretch in the front of your leg. And then scoop the belt up to the big toe and little toe mounds. Draw down on the belt so that the toes point down towards your face. Get that nice stretch. And then bring the belt to the middle of your foot. Take the belt into your right hand. And then exhale the right leg out to the right side. Come back up to the middle, and then take the belt into your left hand, let the left leg come across the body. And then come back up, bend your thigh in towards your chest, and reach your leg up. Bring both feet into the belt. Take the legs about hip distance apart, spread your toes, and press the edges of your feet into the edges of your belt. And then relax the feet, take the legs wide, and rock from side to side. And then bring the feet back down. Extend your legs and arms, reach and stretch. Press through your heels. Reach the fingertips away. Take a deep breath in and out. And then bring the toes together, point the toes, do a pelvic tilt, and reach and stretch. And then release, bring your arms down by your sides, bend your knees, then roll to one side, we'll sit up. Then just bring your hands to your knees and close your eyes. With your exhale, lower your chin to your chest. Bring your chin back to parallel and turn your head to the right. Come back to the middle and turn your head left. Come back to the middle and lower the chin again. Bring the chin back to parallel, turn the head to the left, and then turn your head right. And come back to the center. And just pause for a moment. Take your arms out to a T with your thumbs pointed up. You're just going to do a little pumping breath, nothing too drastic. So the way that this works is on the inhale, you lift up and take a breath in. And on the exhale, turn the thumbs down around your back and exhale. So you're breathing through your nose the whole time. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. So just follow the breath. Last one. And then lower your arms down and roll your shoulders. And reverse. And then just bring your hands to your knees or to your shins and round your back. Lift your chest. Round your back, lift your chest, and round your back. And lift your chest. Take your arms up. Interlace your fingers in the new way. So bring the other index finger and thumb forward. Turn the palms up. Bring your hands to your chest and press the arms away. And then bring your hands in and reach the arms up. And then release the arms down. Take the left arm up, reach up, stretch, reach to the right. And then come up and then take the right arm up, reach up and walk out to the left. And come up. Roll the shoulders. And then inhale up. Exhale, hop. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Reach the arms up. As you exhale, take the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. And as you twist, think about twisting from the ribs, the chest, and the shoulders. Keep your chin in line with the sternum. Come halfway out of the twist, and now round your back. And lift up, and round, and lift, and round, and lift. Take both arms up. As you exhale, bring the right hand to the left knee. And then exhale, twist, ribs, chest, and shoulders. Come halfway out of the twist and round your back and lift up and round and lift and round and lift. And then come back to the center, take your legs out in front of you, slide your heels, tap the backs of your legs, and then pause in Dandasana and come forward. If you can reach your toes, bring your fingers to your toes. Press your thumbs into the toenails. And then press up, lift your chest, draw the back ribs forward, and then come up. Bring the soles of your feet together. Take your hands behind you and let your knees drop out to the sides. Take the legs out in front, come forward. Press into your legs, lift up your chest. And then walk yourself back up, bring the soles of the feet together. Extend your legs, come forward. Press into your legs, lift up your chest. And then come back, bring the soles of the feet together. Bring your feet out in front of you and just rock your knees from side to side. Extend your left leg and bring the right foot into the left thigh. Turn towards your left leg and hinge forward. And hold on to your left ankle with the left hand as you reach your right arm up and open up the chest. And then fold forward. Inhale, reach up. And fold forward. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Take your right hand to the outside of the left foot or to the outside of your left shin. Take the left hand, bring it next to your left hip. You can tent the fingers or have it flat. Either way, it doesn't really matter. And then press into that left hand to lift up your chest and then twist to the left. Come back to the middle and walk yourself back up. And then take your right leg out, well, take both legs in front, tap the knees. And then hold on behind the left foot, left knee, bring the left foot into the right thigh. And then exhale, fold forward. Hold on to the right ankle with the right hand or shin, wherever you can reach. And reach up with the left arm. And then exhale. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. Reach up. And exhale. And then take your hand to the outside of the right foot. Left hand to the outside of the right foot or shin. Take your right hand next to your right hip. Inhale, lift up, and then exhale, twist. And then release. Walk yourself up, bring your feet out in front of you, rock your knees from side to side. And then let's come on to our hands and knees. Once you get onto your hands and knees, bring the knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders or slightly in front of the shoulders, and reach your right leg back. Rock your toes. Press the heel to the wall behind you for a nice stretch in your back, the back of your calf, bottom of your foot. And then lift that right leg up, cross it over the left. Press the toes into the floor and lift your thigh up towards the ceiling. And then turn your shoulders to look over your left shoulder. And then bring the right leg back. Take the left leg out. Rock the toes. Press your heel to the wall behind you. Lift the leg up. Cross it over. Press the toes gently into the floor. Lift your thigh. And then turn the shoulders so that you look out over your right shoulder. And then come back to the center, round your back, lift your chest, round your back, and lift your chest, and then round your back, and lift your chest. Take a block, bring it back to onto your mat, and then press your hips back, let your forehead rest on the block. And then come back to table. And then take your right arm and left leg up and lower. Left arm, right leg. And lower. Right arm, left leg. And lower. Left arm, right leg. And lower. Round the back. And lift your chest. And come back to a neutral spine. So I'm going to remove my blanket. We're going to stay on our hands and knees for a couple more minutes. And take your blocks to the top of your mat. Step your left foot forward. So make sure that your knee is over your ankle. And to whatever degree, let's just all stay here. You don't have to stay don't have to stretch too much with the right leg. So let's just do a little back and forth here to help loosen up the muscles. Loosen up the hip flexor on the right leg. And then pause, press into your blocks. And then press the hips back and straighten your left leg. Remember, if you can't straighten your legs, bring your blocks back so that you can straighten the leg. Right. And then come forward. Press and lift into your blocks. Press into your blocks and lift your chest. And then reach your arms up. Bring your hands to your blocks. Tuck the toes on your right foot. Come up to a high lunge. And now press your hips back, straighten the left leg. And then bend to the high lunge. And straighten to pyramid. Bend to a high lunge. And then straighten to pyramid. Bend your knee, left knee, lower the right knee down to the floor and step your left foot back. And then step your right foot forward. And let's just rock a little in and out. And then pause, press into your blocks, lift up your chest. Reach your arms up for crescent lunge. Bring your hands back to your blocks. Slide the hips, I forgot this part. Slide your hips back. And then come forward. Tuck the toes on your left foot. Come up to a high runner's lunge. Slide your hips back and straighten the right leg. And then bend your knee. Press the hips back and straighten. Bend your knee. And press your hips back. Straighten the leg. And now bend your right knee. You may need to walk your blocks forward a little bit. Step in halfway with the left foot. Walk your blocks forward again, and then step all the way forward to forward fold. Take your blocks out in front of your shoulders. Make sure your hips are over your ankles, so the weight of your body is on the balls of your feet. And then bend your knees a lot, come into ski jump pose, and then straighten. Bend and come into ski jump, and straighten. And one more time, ski jump. Bring your hands to the floor, and then start to straighten your legs for Uttanasana. And then slowly put a slight bend in your knees. Slowly roll yourself up. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. And pause in Tadasana. And I'm going to step to the center of my mat. And I thought we'd do our little chair sequence. We haven't done chair in a long time. So just a couple things about chair pose. I guess maybe the best way to do this is to show you this way. So one thing with chair, we're going to start with our feet slightly apart, but not necessarily, actually bring them all the way together. And then bend your knees. Now with chair pose, you can keep your arms out in front of you. You can keep them at your hips, especially if you have shoulder issues. So just put your hands wherever the most comfortable place is for you, or you can take the arms all the way up. And then we'll come forward. So when you are in your chair pose, you sit back, let the hips go back, and then lift up. And you want to descend the tailbone a little bit as you take your arms up. Okay? So we're going to move through a little flow. It may not, it may move a little bit, but here we go. Inhale up, exhale, chair. Inhale up, exhale, chair. Inhale, reach up, exhale, chair. Inhale, reach up, exhale, chair. Fold forward to Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, chair. Fold forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, chair. Fold forward. Inhale up. Exhale, chair. Fold forward. One more round. Inhale up. Exhale, chair. Fold forward. Inhale all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart. Pause in Tadasana. And then bend your knees and roll your shoulders. Inhale up and exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale the shoulders up. Exhale up. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Good. Take your blocks to the front and back corners of your mat on your left end. Okay, good. Bring your hands to your hips and step your feet wide. Turn your left toes out and turn your right toes in. Soften your knee, turn your thigh, and straighten your leg. Reach your arms out to a T, relax your shoulders, and then reach with the left hand, cut in with your left hip. Reach, reach, come into triangle. Remember, if you have a shoulder issue, bring your hand to your hip. Just keep your hand there. Good. Press into your feet. Inhale, reach up. Reverse triangle. Come back to arms parallel. Reach back with the right arm. Extend the left knee over the left ankle. Take your gaze over your fingertips. Warrior two. Bring your back hand to your hip. Glide forward. Bring your hand to your block on the back side of your left ankle. Roll your shoulder open. Keep your hand here if you've got a shoulder problem or neck. Reach up with the top arm, bring it next to your ear. Sweep the top arm down, take your other block to the inside of your left foot. Turn your right heel up towards the ceiling. You can drop this knee down if it feels too strong for you to go this way. And then take your left arm up. Bring the left arm back down to the block. Spin your right heel back down onto your mat. Reach the right arm out. Sweep it back. Come back up for warrior two. Reach back with the right arm. Straighten your leg. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your feet. So now move both blocks to the other side. So I know we haven't done that flow before, but we've done all of those poses before. It's been a little while since we've done the revolved angles and side angle, but we have done it before. So I hope everybody moved through that okay. Unfortunately, I can't see all of you. Okay, so turn your right toes out, turn the left toes in, soften your knee and turn your thigh to the pinky toe. And then straighten the legs and lift up your kneecaps and reach your arms out. Relax your shoulders. Reach with the right arm, cut in with your right hip. Reach, bring your hand to your shin or the ankle or a block. Take the top arm up. Press into your feet, inhale, reach up. Reverse your triangle. Come back to arms parallel. Reach back with the left arm. Extend your right knee over the right ankle. Good. Bring your back hand to your hip. Remember, leave this hand here if you have any issues. Glide forward. Bring your hand to your block behind the right knee. You can press your knee into your elbow into your knee to help with stabilization. And then reach the arm up, bring it next to your ear. Sweep the right arm down to your block, bring it to the inside of the right foot. Turn your left heel up towards the ceiling. And then reach up with the right arm in a twist. Bring your hands back to your blocks. Spin your heel back down onto the mat. Reach out with the left arm, sweep it up, come back to warrior two. Reach back with the left arm, straighten the right leg. Bring your hands to your hips and turn your feet. And then heel toe or hop your feet together. Bring your arms down by your sides. And then let's come on down onto the mat again. And as you make your way down onto the mat, draw your knees into your chest. Rock them in and out. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this is my new mat that you all bought me. Thank you. So rock your knees in and out. I bought a little extra longer one so that my feet are always on the mat. And rock from side to side. And then bring your feet to the floor. And press your feet into the floor, press your lower back into the floor and do a pelvic tilt. And release. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release. And then hold on to the sides of your mat. Roll your shoulders back and down. Press your arms and your shoulders into the mat. Press your feet into the mat and lift your thighs up. For Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, bridge pose. And then come down slowly. Extend your legs and extend your arms. Reach and stretch. And then bring the arms down by your sides. Bend your knees. We're going to do it again. So you're welcome to hold onto the mat and draw the arms down just for stabilization. That might be helpful. Or you can just bring your hands flat down onto the mat. Press your upper arms into the mat. Press your shoulders into the mat. And then lift your hips. And then come up onto your tiptoes. Walk your feet in towards your glutes. And then lower your heels. You'll feel a nice stretch in the quads. And then come up onto the tiptoes again. Lower yourself down. And extend your legs and your arms and stretch. Bring your arms down by your sides, bend your knees. Bring your ankles and your knees together. Press your feet into the floor and the lower back into the floor. Take your arms out to a T and let your knees fall over towards the right. And then come back up to the center. Press the feet and the lower back into the mat and take your knees to the left. And then bring the legs back up, extend the legs, extend the arms. Reach and stretch, do a pelvic tilt. Feel that nice length in your body. And then exhale, bring your arms by your sides and you can prepare for Shavasana. If you have a bolster, you can place the bolster under your knees or roll up a blanket and put that under your knees if you like. Otherwise, just you can keep your knees bent if that feels better. Let your arms come to your sides. And as your breath begins to return to its natural rhythm, let yourself relax and release all the muscles in the back body. Let your legs be heavy. And relax your hips. Relax your belly. And relax your chest. Let your arms be heavy. Relax your shoulders. Let the skin on your neck be soft. And let the face and scalp release and let go. As you continue to breathe in and out, imagine every muscle, every cell, every bone releasing and letting go. Despite fervent pleas for ease and safety, there are many days when reality doesn't quite line up with what I'd choose. Breakdown, letting go, surrendering even the illusion of control. Breathing into the unknown, sometimes that's what life holds. Practice hasn't brought an end to pain. I still increase my suffering like a fish caught on a line. My struggles only draw the hook in deeper. But being in reality is its own reward. It's the perfect paradox. The courage to stand and breathe when everything in me wants to flee is as great a gift as the freedom to seek retreat. No, practice hasn't brought an end to the pain, but has honed my willingness to experience the moment and sometimes see perfection unfolding in ways I wasn't big enough to plan, much less predict. Practice isn't about achieving a goal. It's not a means to pole vault over suffering. Practice is my way of looking life in the face and saying yes to all its disparate gifts. Practice keeps me awake when I would sleep and reminds me it's the journey unfolding in this very moment. It's the journey that reveals the truth and not the destination. Now you can bring some movement back into your body. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. And give yourself one last nurturing stretch. And draw your knees in towards your chest. And then slowly roll onto your right side. And take a long, slow, deep inhalation and a long, slow, complete exhalation. And then gently press into your left hand and bring yourself up to sit in Sukhasana. And then bring your hands to your chest, the center of your chest, and lower your head, reminding us to surrender the busy mind to the wisdom that resides in the heart. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. Namaste.